Hello, guys. So, let me introduce myself first. It's Hossein Baknahat, friend of Mochy, and producer of these whatever live streams you watch on Mochy's YouTube channel. And I'm gonna do commentary on this match, as well as doing everything basically. And I hope I don't mess it up, because it's difficult to do everything by yourself and still be able to talk over the game. Okay, so 5-1 hits loose on the 3-point with the better board. And gets the 5-point. 6-1. We did another layout yesterday, and some people liked it, some people didn't like it. But personally, I didn't like it too much because the camera from the side is not a perfect camera, so it's just too blurry to have that camera all the time. 5-2. It seems that Mochy can start to think about the cube. Yep. Good cube. And of course, a big take. What happened? The internet connection is not perfect there, so we might get a little bit of buffering issues. He passed it. Okay. Mochy, Marbella versus Sam Mizutani, a very well-known player from Japan. He passes this cube. He didn't like it. I don't care in tournaments. I don't care about error rates. I mean, a lot of the decisions depends on your feeling somehow in tournament games. I mean, I like to think about it as it's I mean, I need to feel good about the decision that I'm making, right? And no one cares about the error rate anyway. Ugh. Another buffering. Seems that Mochy danced on the 2-point board, and then 4-2, 5-4 gets the golden point. Remember that the golden point was originally your opponent's 5 point. I mean, your 20 point was originally coined as the golden point by the great Paul McGreal. So it's important that you remember how important your opponent's 5 point or your 20 point is. 5-1. I think he could play it from 3 to 2. Let's see. Oh, okay. A lot of close decisions. Equity wise. Double threes. Does he? Yeah, he has to actually clear the midpoint. The pip count will be even after this move. Three, 2. He can play it from inside. Yep. Okay. Coming down. I was thinking about this move. But coming down. Yep, since your opponent has 2 blots in the home board, you're not scared of getting hit. You need a better structure. You can also think about making the 7 point with the 6-1 the next roll, if possible. 4-3 and 6-3. 6-3. Would like to think about the moves before I see the decision from XG, so I suggest you do the same, you know? Even when you are watching a game, it's better that you make your own decisions in your mind and then see what the player does. Okay. 5-1. 5-1. The 5 point seems too good to refuse, but he can do this move. This is a creative move. Sometimes the best decisions, the best strategy to free your back checkers is to put your opponent on the bar. And yep, that was the best move by far. Hello, Chris. Hello. 5-2. The problem with the 5 getting in with the 5 is that he will attack on the point anyway, right? And it's a good point to take. So you don't want to force your opponent to make the point. I'm thinking about this and this. Probably think about setting free this guy later on in the game. I don't know, coming out. I don't know, maybe. Okay. That was a blunder. To come out. You're leaving a lot of shots. 6-3 is a joker. And these kind of shots are so big that he can hit and come out. That's a big deal. 3-2. Mochy actually missed the cube. That was a really nice cube. Wow. And the blunder caused the cube, right? If he had made the best move, he wouldn't have. Okay, right now this is scarier actually to me. To be on the board, yeah, 2 plots, but you could still dance, right? But it's a big cube. This time is much bigger because there's a lot of gammons. How big was this one? Yeah, almost a blunder. A blunder for Mochy, for sure. I mean, the definition of a blunder for Mochy is different, right? Oh, 3-4. He's a fan. And the problem with the cube was that he can just return it. Oh, and it's too good. Wow. That's why I didn't like the cube. I don't know. It was a big cube, right? But yeah, that was the problem with it. Mochy still has 25% winning chances. 6-3 covers both. And that's it. Aces, ace 5, ace 4. None. 2-5. Mochy's gonna get gammon on his own cube. Three, 1, 3. He doesn't leave the aces for Mochy. Another checker. Four, 3. Plays like that. Doesn't matter too much. Yeah, this is really nice. This is a nice structure. So whenever your opponent has the ace point, the best structure would be Michi's famous mountain structure, right? Oops. He rolled ace deuce. And 3-4. And 5-4. Six, 5. Opts out with one of them. 2-1. Two, 1 again. This time he can still. Yeah. There's some big doublets that leaves a shot. Double 4. Double 5. Double 6s. 3-1. None of them. The structure is perfect for Sam. 5-1. It's one of the checkers. And I would move. Yeah. The other checker. It's loading the 5 point. Wouldn't make it on the next roll. Double 6s. Mochy can wait for Coupe Classique. It's scary as hell, as your opponent can still roll a doublet and win 6 points. But who cares at this point, right? Because Coupe Classique could win you the game. In some cases, this is the worst timing for a buffering issue. Okay, didn't roll the Coupe Classique. Let's roll something. And Mochy rolled the ace, but the other dice was cocked. Yep. He can save the gammon. Oh. This is irritating, right? And he hits back. 5, 2. 6-5. Mochy saves a guy, of course. And he doesn't leave a direct shot. Double 5s. Wow. Wow. That was painful as hell. Oh. It took Mochy a few seconds to realize what happened. Even Sam was a little shocked that he just won Backgammon. 5-2, both down, of course. Even though you don't like, even if you don't like this play, you should do it for the sake of, the morality of the game. It's just something you gotta do at this moment to show your opponent that you are really willing to win this game. But yeah, 5 points. I mean, 5-2, 2 down. I don't like it. I don't know. I really like splitting the back checkers. 5-2 again was a really bad roll. 5-1. So many bad rolls from Mochy. And splitting the back checker is kind of necessary. Yeah, your opponent has blitzing and priming structure. It's more of a priming structure. So by splitting the back checker, you would eliminate some of the rolls that could make the 4 or 3 point. And you are not leaving a direct shot on the 5 point. 6-3 and 6-4 is not a good roll again. It's not, yeah, unstacking the 6 point is nice actually. But missing the shot, double fives, the killer roll. So this is the round 5 of the tournament. And these two players are the only players without loss. So this is a decider match to see who's the only player. Oops, made a mistake here. 6, 5. Mochy needs to get in as soon as possible. 4-2. What could he do actually? I don't know. Two, 1. Okay. Pick and pass seems to be a good decision. Yep. Three, 2. Yep, he doesn't leave a double 5 either. Five, 3. Let's see what's the best play. He still doesn't want to leave the double 5s, but I think he has to. Yeah. So since you have to leave the shot. You will leave it there, so if opponent doesn't roll double fives, you have a good chance to make the 5 point. Double fives on the other side, like that. He has to leave a double fives for the next roll. I mean, he's thinking about the double fives on the next roll, which he has to leave a shot if he rolls it. But there's no way to avoid it, right? Yeah, this is the same. With the worst structure. Okay. Two, 4. Leaving the 6-5 wouldn't be a big deal. Because you need to clear the 6 point as soon as possible. Six, 5. Sorry, 6-1, 5-1. But none is rolled. It seems to be a gammon. It's gonna be 3 away, 10 away. Wait. You could leave a shot if Mochy doesn't roll a... If Mochy doesn't get in. Yeah, he needs to take the checkers off. Yeah, it's not a big deal to leave to clear the 3 point. Because if your opponent gets in with a 3, it's not too scary because you can get away with any rolls, including 2 or a 1, right? Okay. 5-1. Six, 4. And many checkers, okay. It's fine. Double 4s. 4 crossovers. But he still needs another or 2 more doublets. So I think this roll, the only difference is that is with the double 5s on the next roll. I don't know. It's not a big deal. But the computer suggests just the first play that comes to your mind. If you're not Mochy. Mochy has a lot of time. So that's why he doesn't mind thinking about this role. It's just not too important to spend that much time on it, actually. I don't know. You could save the gammon normally, right? It's just, I don't know, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, not a big deal. Finally.
Where are you, Kazuki?
For 3, now he needs to make 2 crossovers. Yeah. This wouldn't help. What does it do? 2.5%. Yeah, this is the natural play. 2-3 minutes spent on these moves. I understand, but I don't know. He's counting the numbers. Three one. He only needs a doublet for the next roll to win this, to save the gammon, and aces would end everything for Mochy.
Yeah. Can you call Kazuki? Can you find him? Okay. Because he's holding up the last one. Oh. I don't know where he is. Okay. Sorry. That's okay. I took a break. To the restaurant.
Kozuki's missing. They're trying to find him. His match is about to start.
Moshi moshi. ラストチャンス始まってるけど、相手待ってるよ。今どこにいんの？今ホテル？会場？そうなんだ。わかった。はい。じゃあアポロに伝えてくる。はい。Apollo? He's actually eating over there. The buffet. Sorry.
Okay, Chris. Thank you so much. And take care. Yeah, see you, buddy. Hi, Mochi. Yep, yeah, sure.
Hi. Are you ready? Then can we start?
Okay, let's go. 3 away, 10 away. Mochi made an unbelievable comeback the other day. Was it the first round, I think? Yeah. 5-1 is not a hitter. 5-1 from Mizutani is not a anchor maker either, so Mochy has a chance to attack on the opponent on the next roll, regardless of the play. 4. Okay, 6-1 is a priming roll. 3-1. He could step up with the last checker, maybe. The problem with not stepping up is that you're right now he deactivates the checker on the 8 point. Mochy can't make a priming point with the checker on the 8 point. That's why it was good. It was a good move. Double twos. I think he could play like this. Or what else? This is also another move. But making this move, yeah, seems. Ah, that's a very creative move by the computer. Double hitting and stepping up. So the priority here for the computer is to just step up, and then you will know that the best move is just to double hit. Stepping up is crucial here. Because even if you make this move and your opponent rolls 2-4, doesn't hit, you can still make a prime. Or 1-4. Or double twos. That was a very creative move by computer. And Mochy makes the prime. And he could step up with the last checker, reducing good rolls from the opponent. Stepping up doesn't seem right to me. So, okay. This play, the problem with this play is that, to me, that I didn't think about it, is that your opponent, you're giving your opponent the best point after the 5 point to make it. There's a lot of shots. But apparently, it doesn't matter too much. And this is actually the second play. Yeah, now I see the problem with this play as well. This play, you can get primed. You can get primed, you can get blitz as well. What would you do? This is tough. Okay, he made my move, which is a blunder. Let's see by how much. From the deeper analysis, double plus plus. It's a little smaller in the deeper analysis, but yeah, I mean, to me, it was the best move until I saw the XG displays 5%. The problem with this move is that you're leaving 2 more numbers to get hit. Okay. That was unfortunate. And you could double less often in this situation. Now, Sam was thinking about the cube. 5-2. He can make the point, or he can just play it safe. I would play it safe, since the blot on the 3-point can't do much, and you're ahead 25 pips. After the roll. This is nice because on the next roll you can clear the 13 point easier. But this is also good. You can make the 6 point more often, and let's see. He doesn't have a double here. He has a gap. Okay. 2-1 was a nice roll to get the 7 point. He's gonna double now, I think. If he was thinking about the cube last roll. Okay. 2% error to cube that position. Aces. Mochy would bring it up so he can run with the one of the checkers, but double sixes makes it a clear. Okay, probably not yet. I don't know, but he's gonna double anyway. Yeah. $20 pips behind. Behind the 4 prime. Merhabalar. Mustafa Bey. Okay, 2 away, 10 away. Sam is on fire. 5.6, 2.2. All the PRs. Mochy versus Sam Mizutani. Both from Japan. Two one. Of course, he would play it aggressively. 5-2. I would step up. I would just do that because 2-1. Mochy made a priming move, And when your opponent is making a priming move, you need to make you need to split your back checkers. Simple as that. And look at this play. For the same reason. And actually, yeah, it was a cube. It was a small cube. I was thinking about it. Sam played the first two rows. Terrible. 6% here, 6% on the 5% on the second move, on the fourth move, and his own second move. So yeah. And Mochy could get him to take this cube if he doubled earlier. Oh, I thought he passed the cube. Oh shit. Oh my goodness. Sorry, guys. Two, 5, right? Okay. Let me see. Double, take, 2, 5, and 2, 6. Double fours. Okay, of course, he makes the point and thinks about the rest, which is almost automatic, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, he doesn't have to attack, apparently. But it's not a big deal, though. Okay. It's not a big... That was a pun. No pun intended. Guys, I don't know why would I say something like that? It's not a big deal. Okay, he made my move again. 2, 5. You are in a big trouble, my friend, Sam. So he's trying to avoid any more risks in this game. Making this move wouldn't help because your opponent still has a lot of attacks on the 5 point and the 23 point. Yeah, maybe you could make the back game if your opponent gets to hit you. He had made the first play. Okay, 5-2 is a great roll. He gets to hit and cover the deuce. gammons are on the table. 5-2, he could... He's still thinking about... Probably was thinking about 1-6, but 1-6 is already duplicated. 3, look at this one. 46% gammons.
待てんな。
It's 48 with this move. But Mochy misses both checkers.
でもボトル1回ぐらいじゃ。
And does he leave? Or still waits for the opponent to leave a shot? Probably
うん。
leaves a shot. That was a creative move. Wow, look at this one. I never thought about it actually. But it's yeah, why not? You leave 0 shots at the moment. 5-4. Come on. Let us watch the game. 5-1. Plays like that. Double fives. Covers the 3. Yep, clears the... I mean, not clearing actually. Plays from the 8 point. Since the opponent has a blot on the 5 point. The structure is good for Mochy. Double fours. Doesn't leave a shot, but it makes it awkward? No, not so much actually. Okay. It's not too awkward. But you wanna avoid putting the checkers on the deuce point when your opponent has the ace point. That's why it's not too nice. Okay, Sam is thinking about just saving the gammon. But he could leave 1 checker. He could get some shots. And actually he could wait and opponent didn't have to take off the checkers. Like this 6-3 and 5-3 can take off the checkers, both checkers. 6-5. The gammon is saved. Five one. The reason I rolled double sixes for them to keep going is that it doesn't matter actually. 2-1 for the third time, I think. And Mochy played them all the same. 3-2. Now he realizes that when your opponent makes a priming move, you need to just split the back checkers. 5-1. Come on. 5-1. Very strong cube. And I'm wondering. Okay. 4%. Okay, he passed it. The thing was that there was not too many gammons. That's why the cube was a big take. Again, we are having some bufferings. I hate it. 6-3, 5-3, 5-1. I'm guessing the moves. 5-6 goes all the way. Yeah. 5-2. He can get in, hit on the 15, but he can make a better move, which is to get the golden point and hit on the 11 point. 4-3 for Mochy. I don't think there's anything else on the table here either. Okay, 4-3. 4-3. You can play it like this. It's not. Doesn't look. He needs to hit. Always having. Hard time to hit. Hard time to leave the golden point. Yeah, that was my move as well. It was a 3% error because you're still behind in the race. Double fives. You can block the sixes from Sam. Oops, that was a blunder. What was the best move? What? That was hard. 3-1. 4-3. This 3 from Mochy was really huge because he was getting primed. 3-5 still a good point to be for the last checker. Can easily hop out with any sixes. 5-3 could be a hit. I would hit. Probably. Yeah. You're behind in the race. That was a blunder. 6-2. Because even with this 6-2, you can still miss the shot. And you're gonna be down in the race. But it worked out well for Sam. When you have the feeling to make any play, if you are winning and you get the feeling that you're doing good, just don't mind anything. Just play your game. If you are winning. Play with your guts. Mochy also told me once that it doesn't matter how. Let me get this. What was the roll? 6-1 and 6-3. Mochy didn't double. I think, yeah, because it's really hard to clear the 13 point, and the 11 point. It's even harder actually, the 11 point. Yeah, that's why it's a big no double. Five, 4. Clear this point or do this. I would do this, yeah. 5-4. Gets the deuce point. This board is almost ready to get a shot. Double sixes. Okay, Mochy doubles anyway. Of course, it's a big take. It's a huge take. Six, 5. Six, 1. What a good 6. Any other 6s would have left them a shot. 3-1 misses. it's probably gonna be nine to six. Okay. I couldn't catch up, but it wasn't a big deal, so we're gonna roll them double sixes so they wouldn't get decisions. It's 5 away, 2 away. Four three comes down with both. 4-1 steps up, and Mochy has a decision. He could have doubled this if he knew he's gonna roll the double 4, 5, 6. I think Sam is gonna pass this cube, so you're gonna make sure that you want to double this. Yeah, I think it's, yeah, it's almost a blunder to double this. And put it on the 9 point, so you would have the 4 point covered as well. Amir Khan. آره عالی بود. 1-6. Coming in with the 1 was really good for Sam, because it's not in the danger territory, so Mochy can just play it like this or get to the 5 point. Two, 1. They could do this. Yep. Ugh, that was an error. Four, 2. I would have hit. Oh my goodness. I was thinking of, I was almost scared of saying it because it was kind of crazy to make the ace point. But yeah, that was a close decision with the 4-2. 6-4. He's gonna play it 2 down. Aces. He's gonna play it like this. How about double fives? Double fives. Or awkward. Okay. That was a creative move by Mochy. Yeah. Because when you're gammoning your opponent, the higher the empty points, the better. Because oops. Yeah, because you need to start clearing from the rear, right? And if you could do that even early in the bear off, it's even better. 5-4. He would have preferred to stay on the bar for the next roll, probably. Or maybe next 2 rolls. And it's probably gonna be 2 away, 3 away. Don't do that. You don't have to do that. Yeah. Okay, what was the roll? 3-1. Six, 2. Okay. I think Sam needs a break. 5 minutes break. Yeah. Because he has lost the last 4 games. It was 9-1 4 games ago. And it's 9-8. 3 away, 2 away. From the 2 undefeated players in the bracket of the Macao Open tournament. Yeah, it's in Macao. And Macao is, I don't know, what's the deal with Macao? It's a part of China, but it's not. They have their own flags and everything. The rules are different, but you know, it's complicated. It's like Hong Kong. They are China, but they are not. Somebody explain this, please.
まだ勝ってるからいい。
いや、もう勝ってる。
勝ってるはずなのに。
آره امیر خان بمون پس
昨日のポジションね、間違えてましたよ。
間違えた。
これが正しいポジションで、
まあ、そうか。
実は14。
え 14? あ、14? あれ、俺勘違いしてたんだ。俺26で打つつもりだったんだ。
前、僕が振ったのまず入れてないじゃないですかね。
あ、ひどい。ひどいじゃ全然。
で、それだと、まあ、ダブボーダーなんですよ。
俺多分26ビット差があると思って打ってた。ひどい。
それがまあ、ダブルして、まあ、ダブルテイクですよ。ダブルとは言ってるけど、まあ、打っていい。
いや、そういう話ですよね。勘違いだ。勘違いだから、俺はもう見下ろしキューブだと思うんですけど、ちゃんと可能だ。最低。
Okay, they're gonna start now. 1-5. Not the best openings for Sam for the last few games. But this one seems to be good. 6-3. Five, 4, 2 down seems to be a good play. Yeah, 6-3 was a blunder. Oh, that was big. Four, 3. Step up. Okay. Mochy has 58 seconds. Six, 3. That's a good roll if your opponent misses. Sam is like, not today. Sam is in a good shape. 5-2 is not a good roll. 2-1. 2-1. How do you play this? 2-1. No. Okay. Yeah, the time pressure would be costly for Mochy. 5. Play from the 9. Yep. Six one. You could do that, or go to the deuce. 0.31. Could he step up? He has to. Yeah. You're getting primed anyway, so why not step up? One five. That was a crucial one. Yep. He played it correctly. 5-4 misses. That's a huge miss. One of his worst rolls, actually. Wow. What a sequence. The game almost turned around. I mean, it's perfect for Mochy. At least he doesn't get gammoned. And he has a better timing to get some shots in future. 3-2. 6-5. That leaves a shot. 6-5. Sam also leaves a shot. And now Mochy has a decision. 3 hits. Wow. And he needs to cover. Yeah. Needs to cover and think about the cube. On the next roll. Wow. 2-6 from the bar. 5-2. I'm gonna hop out. Yep. I'm not gonna leave aces for my opponent. But he perfectly finds the cube. Five three. Gammons don't matter. Backgammons matter. Backgammons matter so much for Mochy. Two one. Gets the hit. 3-2. We can just do this, yeah. Come on. $32 for Mochy. 2-3. It's a great shot. 4-1. He gets in. He gets in and needs to leave a shot. 6-4. 6-3. 5-4. These are the numbers that hit. But he needs to hit on the 4-point. Yeah, for sure. Now, maybe now he realizes that he needed to hit on the 4-point. 3-6. Yeah. You don't need to give your opponent the opportunity to make a back game. 2-4 back game, not a terrible back game. It's a great back game for Sam at the moment. It's perfect. 2-3 works out for Sam to step up. The last checker as well. And he might get Mochy primed here. Wow. The game is... Wow, Sam is favorite here. Let's see the 4-2. It was the 5-4. 4%. Okay. Wow, 1-6. That was huge. 6-2. Double fives. Come on. Saves a guy, of course. Six, 4. Oh shit. Sorry guys. I need to go back. Double fives. Okay, I played it wrong apparently. 6-4. I played it correctly, but it was the second play. 5-3. Oh, double fives. Sorry guys, I need to... Four, 2. Oh. I'm sorry. I need to catch up. Oh. Backgammons. Wow. DMP. Get ready for the DMP. Double fours. This is huge. Huge roll. 3-6. Not a great roll, but you can just play to 7, I was thinking. Yep, the second best play. Get the 8 point. Yeah, Mochy has only 30 seconds. Double fives. Look at this. This is a luxury problem. You want to see a luxury problem in backgammon? This is it. Getting the 5 point or the ace point. Three, 2. Yep, makes the hits lose on the ace point. This could be it for Sam. Unless he rolls double deuces from the bar, which is Mochy's expertise. See, this is beautiful. Switching from 5 to deuce. Come on. What's happening? Five, 1. Two, 1. Okay. Pick and pass. Seems to be correct. He needs to get out that one last checker. Eight seconds for Mochy. Three, 1. Steps up. Double fives. Leaves the double 5 for Sam. But that's about it, probably. He still has some shots. Like 6-5, 6. Yeah, 6-5 only. 4-2. He can play to the... Okay, it doesn't matter. Double 2s. 5-3. Clears the 6 point. And it seems to be over for Sam. And Mochy made another comeback from 9-1. Thank you, brother. My pleasure. And 6-1. And the Japanese bow. The traditional bow from the two Japanese player, Sam Mizutani and Masayuki Mochizuki. Mochy with only 8 seconds left on his time bank. Thank you guys. So we're gonna be live streaming the next round. Mochy has 5 wins and is the only undefeated player in the brackets. And I'll see you in the next one.